Hello there my beautiful makeup lovers! Thanks for tuning in with me and welcome to my channel. Today I want to do a kind of a brand review with you on WetNWild. The reason is because lately I just bought a lot from WetNWild because it got a lot easier to get a hold of WetNWild items here where I live. And I kind of wanted to make my mind up about WetNWild because it's a brand that gets talked about a lot, that's always considered like a really good drugstore brand. So I wanted to make up my mind about it. I did not pick up every product, of course. I picked up some of the base products, so no limited editions or whatsoever. And yeah, so I want to tell you how I feel about the different products that I tried out. I tried like, I don't know, like probably like over 2.5 weeks I tried it out. Or almost 3 weeks I tried them out, you know, just my everyday life. And I want to let you know now how I feel about them. So let's start with the basics, which are the foundation. This is the WetNWild Photo Focus Foundation in the color Nude Ivory. That's how it looks like. And this is the corresponding concealer, the Photo Focus Concealer in the color Light Ivory. That's how it looks like this. And yeah, so I have to say I'm a big fan of the foundation. I think the foundation has a beautiful finish. I know it does not smell good, and yeah, that's just how it is, but I like the finish that it provides. It does have a really like natural finish. It's not super matte. It's also not dewy because I'm really not looking for something dewy. So that's really promising. And I like it for how it wears, you know, how you put it on. I feel like you don't need to work a lot on it to make it look good. That's always nice, you know, when you're on the run or something, when you need to go fast. I don't have the time to be forever there putting all the no hard lines are appearing or anything. So that's really nice with this foundation. The issue I have with this one, it does break down on me a bit quicker than other foundations. So I have to kind of start touching it up like after 2 to 3 hours, but I do have really oily skin, so for me it's normal that foundations break down on me quickly. But I feel like with this one also touch-ups don't really work. Like I try to do I usually have to do touch-ups like around here and down here, and I feel like touch-ups, like I tried everything, like first taking on the oil with a little bit of paper, you know, like toilet paper or kitchen paper, and then powdering a bit. Like that's how I usually do it. That didn't work. It looked like just the powder sits on top of it. But yeah, so I am liking this when I know I'm not going to be wearing it for more than 3-4 hours, because then when it really starts to look weird on me. So and the concealer, I have to say I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know, like I thought I'm gonna like it because I really like the finish of the foundation, but I don't like the finish of the concealer. I don't think it has a really good coverage, and I feel like, I don't know if it's really this concealer, but I feel like it makes me break out. Because every time I use it like to cover up some spots that I have down here, like some breakouts that I have down on my chin, I felt like they were even worse afterwards. So I don't know, like I cannot prove it was because of this concealer, but I have the feeling it was because of the concealer. So this one, yes, for a couple of hours. This one, I'm not going to repurchase that. And let's move on to face powders. So I did buy this contouring palette, megaglo contouring palette in Dulce de Leche. That's how it looks like. And you have like one face powder to set your foundation, and you have one contour shade. So I am using this contour quite often, so I am liking it, you know. I really do like this contour shade. It has a really nice tone that fits me. I feel like it fits me, and I think it's I really like it, and it's easy to apply. You don't have to blend forever to make it look nice, and that's really cool. I don't like the face powder though. You do look powdery after putting it on. At least that's how it feels to me. I tried it with this foundation, so because from the same brand, I think probably they would work together. It didn't work together. I tried it with other foundations. It also didn't look really good either. So I'm not using that one, but I do use that one for contour, and I'm really liking that one. This one I can really recommend to buy this just for this shade, to be entirely honest. I bought another kind of face powder. I bought the Color Icon bronzer. It's not a bronzer. I use it as a face powder. I explained in the video where I showed that I bought this, that I bought it as a face powder because Lacey from Spooky Lips and Fat Hips recommended it as a face powder. So I thought I'm gonna give that a try, and I am liking this because I have to be really, it broke, and actually Beauty Bay did refund me for this one. Arriving broke to me. It's always a bit like of a hassle, but I am gonna use it up. Like, I still can still use it. It's just not really comfortable to use it. And it does give you, like when you use it, it does give you this kind of nice sheen. No, it doesn't pick up on camera, but it has like this kind of really light sheen to it. And when I use a really matte foundation, that's super nice, like because it gives me a little bit of glow back again, and I don't look crazy matte, because also super matte is not really pretty always. So that's really nice. I'm really liking this. I'm using it to set my foundation, and it works amazingly. Really, I'm really liking this, and I'm entirely grateful to Lacey that she made this kind of recommendation, because I would have never thought of it, just thinking this should be a bronzer. Are you kidding me? I never would have bought it. So that's awesome. So yeah. And let's move on to another face products that I bought, and these are the Color Icon Wet n Wild brushes. I bought it in the color Mellow Wine and Pearlescent Pink. This is how it look like. This is how they look like. And I have to say, I am really a big fan of those colors. I really loved them. I think they fit me pretty well. And I am really enjoying those. This one, the color Pearlescent Pink, has a little bit of glitter in it. So in case this is something you don't like, be aware of that one. But this one is completely matte, but it has like a little satin sheen to it. And this makes it really pretty. It's not shimmery or anything. It's just like your skin looks like satin. And I think that's a look I definitely like. And I am liking those. They don't have the longest lasting power, but they're also not fading away like after a couple of hours. So that's all right. I'm good with those ones. And I probably gonna pick up 1 or 2 more colors of these ones because they're really affordable and they do have a really pretty color selection. I'm a big fan of this, and you can build them up, you know, like they are enough pigmented that you can really build them up strongly in your face, and that's really nice. So further, I also bought a brush from Wet n Wild, this one over here, that's called the Wet n Wild P50. It's supposed to be a contour brush. I did not really enjoy that brush. Didn't really work for me. I just like for my contour brushes to be angled. This one is not. So this one, when I put on my contour, I felt like it left weird stripes, and it actually is up. I don't find it really fluffy either. I don't know. I know contour brushes, they're very dense usually, so they are supposed to be not super fluffy on you, but I do like a little bit fluffier ones. So this one is not my thing at all. And yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with this one actually. Let's see. And what else? Ah, yeah. I bought also the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighters in the color Precious Petals and Blossom Glow. That's how they look like. Let me open them quickly. So that's how they look like, and I am a big fan. I get why those are so hyped up, because they look stunning on the skin. It's definitely not like, I also tried at the same time like I tried these ones, I tried also OFRA highlighters and from Becca. They are not quite there, but they're really close. They're really close, and maybe they don't have the lasting power of a Becca highlighter or OFRA highlighter, at least as I experienced it so far. But they are really nice. They really like smooth into the skin. They give you this kind of sheen from inside, if you know what I mean. and I really like them. I think they're a great affordable option. They look stunning on the skin. I love them. And I actually had people asking me like, hey, what do you wear as a highlighter when I was wearing these ones? So that's the best compliment you can get, you know, like if people actually want to know what do you have on there, I want to have that as well. And yeah, so I am happy about the purchase of those. Yeah, definitely one of my favorite items that I picked up from WetNWild. And then I also picked up this eyeshadow palette. It's the Color Icon eyeshadow palette in the color Comfort Zone. That's how it looks, and that's how it looks inside. It fell down, so this shade broke a bit, but that's my fault. And yeah, so I tried it a little bit. I did not use it like I did maybe 3-4 looks with it, because I really quickly realized it's really not my thing. I don't like, no, it's not really not working for me. I think these two mattes, this down one here and this up one here, they're pretty decent. I like those, but the shimmers, like this highlighter shade here, okay, I'm gonna give them that. That's a pretty highlighter shade. But besides that, I don't feel like the shimmers are like, okay, it's pigmented, yes, it is pigmented, man. But I feel like they are a bit dusty for shimmers. It's definitely more glitter shades than shimmer shades. Like the shimmer shades is more this one, for example, and this one does not have too much intensity. So this is kind of a duochrome, so it's a bit harder to see. But I don't know, like I don't feel I can do really good looks with that one. I can do looks with this one. I don't think it's a bad palette per se, you know, but I feel I just have better ones which are in similar colors, which I know how to work with. I feel like I cannot make them work for me. With the main issue I actually have is the powderiness of the shimmer and glitter shades. I feel like they're really powdery, and the shimmers that they have, I feel like they don't show up enough. And this one, for example, does look quite okay when you swatch it, but somehow when you put it on your eye, it just kind of disappears. Everything blends a bit into a matte, and it's not bad per se. For the price point, probably it's all right, but I'm not going to use this a lot. I'm probably going to end up decluttering this at one point. I'm going to see. I quite think that this highlighter shade and this green is actually, let's give this an honorable mention. This green is not that. What happened now? There was somehow some paper in it. This green is actually not that bad, so I'm probably gonna depot the two mattes and these two, and probably I'm not gonna use the other shades and gonna get rid of them. And yeah, but that's my thoughts on the eyeshadow palette. So all over, I think definitely WetNWild has a well-deserved perception. Do you say it like that? Perception as a good drugstore brand. Like, I can totally recommend the highlighters. The blushes are great. This kind of setting powder was a whole new nice discovery that I'm really enjoying. The other products, I do like the contour shade in this one, in the Dulce de Leche Color Icon Contouring Palette. But the brush, at least the one I tried, the concealer, and the eyeshadow palette are definitely not up my alley. They didn't work for me. And the foundation, I would say, is a meh. It's good. It looks really nice. It does have a really nice finish. It goes on really effortlessly. But I wouldn't say it's a foundation that lasts forever. So if you're looking for something long-lasting, good, and you do have oily skin, this one's probably not the one for you. If you have dry skin, maybe this works. I don't know. I cannot tell you that because I don't have dry skin. So all over, I think WetNWild is definitely a brand that I'm going to keep on buying things from. I think maybe it's a little bit hit and miss, I don't know, but I feel they really deserve the perception they have. They really put, like, the face products, most of the powder things that I tried, they were really nice. So I'm definitely going to look out more for those products. I definitely still want to try some lip product from them. I didn't have that yet, but I feel confident that if I spend my money on WetNWild, in let's say 80% of the cases, I will get a good return for it, and that's good enough for me. There are brands out there who are way more expensive, and I cannot say this about. I'm looking this here like a teacher. You know, I cannot say whatever. So yeah, I definitely enjoy WetNWild all over. I think it's a good brand. I think it's great that they are affordable and still cruelty free as well. So yeah, so if you also live in Europe and you just got the chance to order WetNWild from Beauty Bay as well, I definitely recommend you to picking up a few products and just try it out. I think the chances to get something nice are pretty high. And yeah, so let me know in the comments down below what you tried of WetNWild and what is your favorite. Maybe you have some recommendations what I could pick up that I didn't pick up yet, but it should be from their standard range, because the limited editions, I don't think I will be able to get a hold of those. But yeah, so let me know that, and definitely give this video a thumbs up if you like this kind of videos. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It would really mean a lot to me. And then see you in my next video. Bye bye!